Hey Sydney, you want to see something cool?
No.
But look, there's money to be claimed. There's less than... Who are you? I'm you, but from the future.
Now that was cool.
Hello science lovers, my name is Allyson Smith, and welcome back to yet another enthralling and mind-blowing episode of 300 Seconds of Science. Here on 300 Seconds of Science, we love science in any medium, and that includes, yep, you guessed it, science fiction. When we talk about sci-fi, we're talking about Doctor Who, Rick and Morty, Star Trek, and so much more. What do all of these have in common? Not only the ability to travel throughout time and space, but the ability to do so quickly. Science fiction. While we would all love to go on wild adventures in different decades with our favorite sci-fi characters, what is the feasibility of this? To figure that out, first we have to understand what time travel is and what kind of conditions could make it possible. Time, as you may know from an earlier episode, is the fourth dimension of space-time. And traveling through space-time would either mean traveling faster than the speed of light or manipulating the space around you. Obviously, time travel is a tricky concept for scientists to wrap their heads around. But maybe time travel would be possible if one could bend space-time so far that it turns back on itself and forms a loop. Although another method may be possible. This method would require a donut. But you don't want to try to eat this donut, because this donut is actually a space vacuum. Using focused gravitational fields, space-time could be bent upon itself. To travel through time, one would have to race around the vacuum, going deeper into the past with each lap. But the problem is, it's not easy to manipulate gravitational fields. While time travel might just be a thing of science fiction right now, some scientists are working to make it a reality, and some scientists have been experimenting with warp drive. Most scientists follow the rigidity of reality. That was proposed by Einstein's special theory of relativity. This states that the laws of physics are identical in all inertial systems, and that the speed of light is the same for all observers. In 1994, a physicist named Miguel Alcubierre found a loophole. Instead of manipulating the speed of light, one could travel faster by manipulating the space around them. The premise of this concept is that one could contract the fabric of space in front of them while expanding the fabric of space behind them. The object around which space is moving, referred to as the warp bubble, would then be able to travel through this flat space. This idea, referred to as the Alcubierre metric, led to the formation of the Tau Zero Foundation, which is a group of scientists dedicated to growing space travel initiatives. In 2012, NASA began conducting experiments to see if warp drive was possible. As a part of this project, they developed an interferometer, which is a device that can detect distortions caused by the expanding and contracting of the fabric of space. While they're currently working on achieving this on a microscopic level, it's unclear whether or when it will be applicable to real-life time travel. The 100-Year Starship is another group that's attempting to travel quickly to other star systems. They refer to this as interstellar travel. Their goal is to make travel beyond our solar system possible within the next 100 years. The organization is a collaboration between NASA and the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Maybe in 100 years, we'll all be able to go on adventures to Alpha Centauri. Science is always advancing, so who knows where we might be able to spend spring break over the next few years? Well, it looks like this is all the time we have on this week's episode of 300 Seconds of Science. Maybe you'll be inspired enough by this episode to build your own time machine and travel faster than the speed of light to see next week's episode now. But before you do that, be sure to check out some of our other episodes. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and travel to our YouTube. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. My name is Allyson Smith, and this has been 300 Seconds of Science. And before you go, here are 3 simple steps to getting started on building your own time machine. Step 1, go out. Step 2, enjoy life. And step 3, stay curious.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.